Sure. Let's make bad decisions quickly, I guess. We're in a hurry. This is a wave defense speedrun. We'll pick up that fuel. We want all this fuel. We want all this fuel. Yeah, so I've got a personal roboport because that's how wave defense works. I want some of these. I want some of those. I want some of these. Make some of this. A bunch of handcrafting stuff. Yeah. That's how wave defense works. We get quite a lot of starting stuff at wave defense, which is nice. We also do get to do this weird power grid thing. Which is probably not a good idea, but what I'm doing anyway. Sure, that was nice and fast, wasn't it? There. One of these here. Line that up like... Did not get all the things I needed, so that's a great start. Here and there. Power these things on. I think I did mostly get wood. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, copy this, put it here, also put it here. While the bot's doing that, make it a tiling blueprint. Get out my belt, because my belt is important. And we want to go... Yeah, now we need to go and put other things on this belt. That's going to be a bit in the way. Hopefully things are not too in the way today. That's actually not too bad, is it? Maybe we can make up for everything else being kind of bad so far, but I mean, chances are a lot of things are also going to be bad, and we just have to deal with it. That was the wrong one to remove, but never mind. That's another thing we'll just roll with anyway, I guess. Not a very big coal. Get some of this, get some of these guys going. Oh yeah, I can have boxes. Make me all those boxes. We're not going to power this one yet. It's going to have that there, but we're not going to power it yet. We don't need that stuff yet. What we need is a lot of iron. This pole is now in the way, but I think we're going to move it in a bit anyway. Oh, cool. That piece of belt is kind of important. Substation going to go here, and now this thing is definitely in the way. Cool. Yeah, then we've got to figure out, yeah, where this stuff is going, and it's going to go... And yeah, bot's going to take a while doing that. While bots do that, we're going to figure out where this base is going to start. And I think we're going to start it... It's a bit further away than we need to, isn't it? I think we can just start like here. So the bots have, yeah, done everything they need to here, which is nice. Actually, this guy can just... Yeah, that's still connected, which is cool. Give me these things. Let's be on our way because we have base to build. Yeah, let's also get some of this. That was the wrong side to put that on. Never mind. Yeah, we need some of this coal as well. How did that happen? I don't think my mouse was anywhere near that. Never mind. This is the inside of the first mining column. So we're going to put this here and this kinda like so, and then copy all of that and put it not that way, but this way. Yeah, then those guys go a bit further that way. This coal needs to come down here. I need one of these things. Not there, but there, and then I need a couple more of these, and then we got to get, yeah, we got to get smelting and processing and stuff. This one wants to be 11 so that we can build it with multiple lanes. Doing this from the map is easier. 4 of those are what we want, and then we want, I think that was 3, yeah, that was 3. So we've got that stuff going, and then I have 10 bits of coal, so you guys can kinda be doing that stuff. Do I have wood that I could give you? Not really. I don't have enough for any of those things. Okay, sure. We want to use these upgraded things if we can, and we do, so that's nice. And then we want, it's Factorio, so we want infrastructure. We want cogs and belts. I think I made the... I think I got... Yeah, we got enough boxes for a little bit. Then we want... Yeah, this whole not having coal situation is a bit of a thing, isn't it? Give me some of this. Just so you guys can get going. And then I got some of this as well, so that's nice. Okay, other things that are pretty important to do. We got to get some engines, because I like to have a car. We got to build some more of these substations. Those are going to need to disappear. In fact, large chunks of that are going to have to disappear. That's going to be fun. Yeah, give me these things. Oh wait, what else should we do? We should also do, we can't do the other things we would do, but instead going to do this stuff. We will need these later. This will also, doing this now means that I also won't need to unpack those things as often, because some of the stuff will be converted to steel instead of... No, don't do any of those. I don't think I ended up with any of those. I think that was fine. That would have been an unfortunate waste of quite a lot of cogs pretty quickly. Yeah, all these guys can do that now. We can have one of these things like here and do that. We're just going to prioritize away from the power plant, but oh well. We can do that, we can do this, we can get more of these things. We need copper. We need a lot of copper. Give me this. Can I have... Yeah, it's all going to be a little bit sad. Also, not having all those other not having all these things is also going to be... Don't do that again, never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna not worry about how much copper we're getting in there. I do want more iron at the same time, so I think we run this back as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, also cool. This still wants to be... Okay, so I guess we're... Yeah, I guess we're doing this thing where we're feeling bad about having these guys make a belt for us. While we're here, let's grab these, I guess, and also put those into the handcrafting queue, because handcrafting queue is fine, isn't it? I didn't actually set the priority on that. Setting the priority on that is pretty important. We got to want this guy here once our priority left. I guess as we're here, we grab all of these things, because we can get some more of these, because we're going to need more of these. And then, yeah, now we've got to build this thing again. We are out of belt, which is not super surprising. I will help bots make some of these things, because they're also picking stuff off the ground. Yeah, so we want... This guy wants to be pipes with some degree of priority, so do these guys. I want all the belt. I, in fact, want everything, because I'm kind of greedy like that. And, yeah, we're processing. That is why we set the limits on the tiling blueprint to be 11 wide instead of 9 wide, so we can jump the lanes like that and line all that stuff up. We are going to just ignore the fact that we have not enough inserters there, and we're going to come down in here and build this green chips thing, because that's how we're going to get more inserters at much better speed without handcrafting them. And look, we've got enough now. We've got enough to do this build now, so that's kind of okay. The various definitions of okay. I'll put this here. This one I should have. I do have another belt there, which is nice. And then we want splitter, 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 splitter. This continues, and then we're going to do this bit first. That last piece of belt is going to be a pain later if it's still there. So we're going to do that. This is not the way I normally build that, and it didn't work, so we're not going to build it like that in future. Yeah. And why have you not got stuff? Oh, that's why you didn't get stuff, because I missed those. They're kind of important. Anyway, we also have to do some combat. It's also wave defense, so let's get started on some of those things. Let's get these. Let's get those. At some point, we're also going to have to do... We're also going to have to do some power grid, so that's fine. Oh, we also haven't done the car yet, have we? So let's, I guess, line all of that up. 2 of those. Is that must be not having enough iron. Yeah. Okay. In the absence of other really useful things, I guess we're going to build this out, because we kind of got to get that handcrafting going. This is not really what I wanted to do now. I kind of wanted to have crafted the car earlier and did not. So I guess we do those ones first, and then we'll go like... yeah, whatever. Grab me all of these. You want to be making mining drills at this point. This guy wants all of this stuff. Then I probably want those. Oh, these things. This is... yeah, this is why it felt like I had... things that I should have been doing that I didn't, because I really did have things to be doing. Here... because none of those splitters have priority at the moment either. Do I have... I cannot make... oh, here's some coal. So now I can make... not grenades, because I don't have the stuff. Yeah, okay, sure. This wants to go priority on the right. Okay, so now all that stuff's kind of done. We've got a car. We probably need to empty the steel now as well. That's almost certainly a thing that needs to happen. Not less so the steel, more of these... oh no, they're kind of okay. Okay, fine. Did I make... I don't think I made the first bunch of those, and this will... yeah, we'll do... where am I even pushing? I've got to push to the bottom... I've got to push to the bottom left, because that's where all the stuff is. Give me these back, give me these back. It's not a whole lot of bullets. It's probably fine. Yeah, if this is my oil, then many of these bases need to no longer exist. So we're going to go deal with that just kind of quickly. This one over here doesn't have very many worms, so we can start here. Yep. Upgrades? This is also more worms than I really want to be dealing with. Shooting speed 2. That is also a large base that I really want to be dealing with, and that's all my grenades, so that's cool. This is... I mean, I think I'm going to take... I do want... yeah, I don't even get mining productivity 2. That is unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. I guess we continue going with this and see how far we get. But it sounds pretty grim. Go through here, we'll build all of these things. We picked up all that stone so we could do this. Let's, while we're here, this is not usually what happens, but yeah, we're gonna bolster the iron while we're here. I mean, bolstering the iron definitely happens. We want, yeah, 7 of those. At some point we need to upgrade these guys, but not yet. Oh yeah, other pretty important things are taking those out and putting these ones in. That's where the grenades were. All the grenades went in this car. That's a comedy of errors. Okay, and then I also don't have the boxes that I need, so it's probably still fine. How many of these do... yeah, you can go back to these things now. Is it time for... is it time for chest limits? It might be time for chest limits. Then we want a bunch of those. We don't actually need many of those, do we? Power grid is the other thing we've got to do. I missed all the things I needed. Power grid's the thing I've got to do more of. This is again just a coal buffer. But we do want to take this back to the copper belt, because we currently don't have enough inserters, and so the plan is to kind of drive back to the base. We can do the same trick we did for the iron here, because we don't really care about coal that much. Like so. And then we're going to do a thing where the first thing we're going to do is just get some copper rolling down each of these belts. And do I have... I've only got... I just need more trees. And I still have grenades. Cool. So that's going to deal with kind of belt delay a bit. Yeah. What is that? 76? That's unfortunate, because 75 is the number of miners I'm happy with if I have mining productivity 2, and I don't. I have mining productivity 1. So, yeah, make a bunch more of these. Yeah, make that many of those. Do this thing while I prioritize this. Sure. Then put that on the right, and I'm not gonna have all the copper that I wanted. I made that more difficult than it needed to be. Okay. So this is the night time of 3. Mostly we were wandering back here to get trees, because I wanted trees. Because we need a bunch of those. And a bunch more of these. We've got enough of these. We've got... Yeah, I reckon all of those are going to finish building by the time we need these things. We have enough furnaces for that. All of this stuff is nicely built up for us, except we don't want to be here. We want to be over here, because this is where the inserters are. And we want all those inserters. And then you get to... That wasn't a whole lot of inserters. 5... Yeah, let's do that. Did I take enough belt? I'm kind of fine on taking enough belt. Tiling blueprints. Let's not do that. I mean, smaller builds are going to work better because that's how bots work. But that... I mean, we still have... Yeah, this would work better if I did smaller builds like that and just moved along with the bots as they went, but that's not what we did, so oh well. And it seems to have worked out kind of okay, I guess. That one wants to continue, this one wants to go to here. We have some things like this. This guy wants to go definitely on the right, and then here this one continues this way and goes there, and then we need to do a bunch of green ship stuff. Where is... Yeah, here we go. Because we want some more of these here, and some more of those there, and this piece of belt wants to continue. I said piece of belt wants to continue, yeah. Do we have... I don't even know if I have... If I have enough boxes for this. Okay, boxes might be okay. That is a green ship's... That is a green chips at the beginning of day 4, which I think I'm okay with. I think it's kind of what the milestone wanted to be. Yeah, so all of that's running. Now we've got to go connect oil. So give me this. You guys have done a bunch of stuff. Go back to this. Only do 3 of those though, but then do... yeah, I need to be getting these things. We need a bunch of these things. We need actually a lot of these things. Yeah, we do have to do power grid at the moment. We probably almost certainly have to do... Yep. That also means that we should... Oh yeah, never actually upgraded these, but it's fine, because that was not actually a problem, was it? Yeah, we upgraded the power grid a bit, but not a whole lot. Which is fine. Do I have... I don't actually have the boilers for this. So that's exciting. We actually haven't done all of this crafting yet. Is that it? Did that even... has not even solved the problem. And then, oh, remember when I need more belt. Cool. So, I think we're gonna do those boxes at the end of this queue. Swing back here. Yeah, so we already didn't have the mining productivity we needed. Yeah, at least, okay, so if we drive in at speed this way, then we should be able to prioritize building over here where it's connected to everything. And that should be the power grid issue fixed, so that's nice. Yeah, this is just getting stuff out of the inventory at the moment. Yeah, where is the oil is down there, which is a little bit of a shame. Especially as I'm not even planning to defend this at all, and it looks like it's still getting attacked, so that's cool. Yeah, let's do... How many? Yep. Okay. I think I probably did the crafting of the tanks. That's usually a thing that happens... I should have gone around the other side of the minimum of the ore patches. This is a bit of a pain. Yeah, especially there's a pain, isn't it? We're gonna have to do this. And then I think we just put it like right here. And then the other thing we should do... Oh yeah! Remember when we mucked around with this thing? That's actually pretty important, isn't it? We want that upper priority to be that way. Yeah, so that's kind of a big deal. We are going to need more power goods soon, but not yet. What we need to do now is build all the petrochem. Yeah, give me all of these things. Disappointment. Yeah, sure. Keep on going with that stuff. We need to be getting all of these builds online. I did limit that box, didn't I? All I don't have... Interesting. Yeah, that's not actually a huge deal yet. But is a thing we're going to have to worry about later. Where are these guys? Here and here. I'm making plastic. I did make boxes, which is good. It's one of the things that was in the list of... I can't remember whether or not I cancelled this from my handcrafting queue or not. Here, and then there, and then there, and then connect to the substation. Here, and then connect to that. Like so, and then you guys are going to need a fuel source, even though you don't have any iron yet. I have iron. Then these guys, we want more of this. Don't stand on the belt. It's easier to do if it's not standing on the belt. That much of that, and then another one of these here. All of that worked out, kind of. Yeah, splitter goes here. Okay, so that's where that goes. Then we've got to get... that's kind of right on top of the silo, isn't it? But that's still going here, which is going to be a bit of a pain. I mean, I can make this work, but it's not my best decision ever. But that's where the build goes. So yeah, that one we don't want to power the silo yet. That would be bad. Go here. These two don't need to exist, and then yeah, it's fine. Things are fine. Nice, relaxing Factorio Wave Defense stream with nothing going wrong and things being sensible and all that kind of stuff. Don't drop the other pipe. The other pipe is also super important. Here and here, I really should go the other way. I want to get this running first. We can go here, and then we can have a tank there, and then we can have a tank of this oil here. And then I actually reckon the next thing I've got to do is get this stuff in. And we're going to go all the way around, which is cool. And while we're here, we're also going to have another fuel belt, because we're going to need a fuel belt. Here, because we're also here because part of this is because we also wanted these guys, not there as it turns out, there. So that lined up perfectly, and this, somewhat accidentally, also lined up pretty well. So now we're making that stuff, which is cool. That belt we're going to have to put fuel on later. Is that true? All of that thing is actually a lie. We're just going to bring the fuel through here. That's going to be a much easier way of doing things. We still have this in the paste buffer, which is fantastic. That wants to go that way. This is the like the close building personal robots stuff that I like. I haven't actually checked whether or not I need more of these. Cool. How many is that? Is that 11? Okay, so let's do one more because that's how many we build. Cool. That's not overly disappointing, to be honest. We got a couple of those things left. We needed, yeah, you at this point, I reckon I got a couple of those. Actually, I'm just going to build the rest of those myself. You build a red belt. Do that. Give me some of these. This is not much iron coming out. There's not much copper coming out. That's all kind of fine. I still need a lot more of those, don't I? Okay, so all of that is at least running. All of basic, grim. Okay, cool, fine. I'm gonna need a couple more of these, definitely more of these. Actually, I need the steel as well at this point. I do actually need the steel, so we're gonna leave all of that kind of and all of this kind of going. And I guess this is also the point where, yeah, let's do this filtering, because we kind of need to do this now, I guess, and it's also kind of near the steel, which is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. So we can just go, like, a bunch of these things here, not that one. That doesn't power the silo, which is important, and then we can go kind of like so, and then that actually lined up kind of well. Put that on the right, thanks. And then this stuff is, yeah, on that side. This is going to make it a little bit more difficult to beacon later, but whatever. You want to go there. Cool, so we've added the fuel. We want this. We want this stuff. We got to do that for beacon reasons, and then actually this is also where I want to be. Yeah, that was planned, completely planned. This stuff here, and then copy this. And then have one of these things here. This wants to join the steel. Oh, but it's not steel. Because I also needed the other stuff, didn't I? Which I have not provided yet, so maybe I should do that first, but I really wanted to get the modules running. Yeah, it's a shame. And there is, I've got a lot of that stuff. 15 is actually more than I need. You guys get back in here because I don't know if that's going to affect charging or not. But yeah, this is going to be all of those things that I needed, which is nice. That's still fine. Okay, now we can in fact go and do... Can we do? No, we need some of that stuff. And then, yeah, now we can go and do this build. Which... I wanted to be making circuits at the beginning of... making modules at the beginning of day 6. Who knows if we're going to get there at this point. This is also kind of messy because the bots are going a long way to pick up these trees all the time. I still don't want to adjust my build too much though. So that one goes there, that one goes... Okay, we can have another one going through like that. No, we can't, can we? That is going to be super annoying if we try and do that. This one has to go there, this one has to go there for reasons we'll get to in a bit. I need more coils here. Is that enough space? Yeah, then we want this thing here. That was not even in the right place after all those delays. Okay, 4 copies of this thing. And then, yeah, it's actually in the right place. So that's nice. And then one of these guys goes here. Then the other one goes like that. And then we've got to get this thing. I'm going to stand over here so the bots can do all of that slightly closer while we set up this, because we got some things to... Okay, that actually wasn't the one that wanted to be a thing, this was the one that wanted to be a different thing. It's fine. Normal things, those, put all of... not that much. Put all of that the paste buffer, and then do a lot of it, and then day 6, and I'm kinda making modules. I don't have enough of these things. Cool. This one goes there, this one ducks through there. And I'm also not, I'm no longer automating inserters, am I? I'm gonna have nearly the number I need, but not quite the number I need. And how many? I don't have, yeah, there's actually a lot of things I need at this point. And yeah, most of this build is online, but it's not quite online. Oh, I also didn't pick up coils. I also needed to pick up coils. Sure. And then bots are going to help me pick up some trees. Bots are out of energy. I suspect bots are out of energy because they had more trees to pick up than usual. I usually don't have them picking up all that many trees. Maybe that's why some of these inserters aren't in place, but yeah, we need a bunch more assemblers now. That one's supposed to go the other way. This one is supposed to go this way, through there, and then we don't use any of these things yet. These are just for spacing. Oh no, what do I need? I need actually plates and cogs. Is that true? I actually just need cogs. Because, yeah, we need all of those things, and then I also need coils. Coils are also pretty important. Do I have the chem plants I need? No. Okay. We can have those as well. Cool. Lots of things we need. This needs to go here. Actually, weren't there also some? Oh, this guy lost a. That's a tragedy. All of those guys were not. Okay, they're going to take a bit long to turn on, aren't they? That is a shame. We have lost small amounts of production, but it's fine. So the reason we have the steel and the coils is to... Okay, this guy did not get all the coils he wanted. Yep, they're going to do that. We don't actually care about... We're not going to bother filtering those at all. Okay, we need to go do power grid stuff. Is that actually true? These are gonna not have to be there. We do in fact need to do power grid stuff. I was trying to figure out if I could do the cracking first. I cannot do the cracking first. We do gotta go do power grid stuff. I probably have a lot. Yeah, was also just missing a lot of boilers there, weren't we? Oh well. So the question is, how many did we build? 54. That's... Do I have more to build? I do have more to build. That's good, because I kind of wanted that many. And I even have the burner inserters, which sometimes I forget. That's actually, you know, that's pretty close to how many I wanted. That's nice. Pick up steel. What was I back here for? Yeah, so that's probably going to be enough of those. That's also a bit of a struggle. Cracking is the thing we need to do, for which we need to go back. Yeah, this is also... I mean, driving into things is painful, but also that was also a bit of a shame, but mostly I wanted to do that. Yeah, that'll live in the power grid, it'll be fine. This gap is also here so I can drive through it. Yeah, now we've got to do cracking things, which is going to be over here, and not all those guys were running. And we've got an oil shortage, and that's not... I mean, in the category of disappointing, but not surprising. You know, most things are in the category of disappointing and not surprising at this point. I don't have nearly enough of these things, and can't really make enough of those things. Okay, let's have this, let's have one there, and a couple more there. Where am I at the moment? Kind of stuck, but not really. This thing here is, yeah, we're going to have, that's the light oil. Probably I should have just, give me this back here. Where's the heavy oil? The heavy oil can go, and then there. I wonder if there's another pipe that I can, Yeah, they kind of are. Yeah, grumble, grumble. At least all those guys are going. Kind of. And we're getting some red belt out, which is nice. Do I have... I'm going to need more of this. Yeah, because I just need this stuff. Cool. Actually, I need more than that. I need also the stuff for the acid, which is also pretty important. You guys don't have anything? Yeah, that should be... Yeah, that should be disappointing, but manageable. I thought I had enough chem plants. Maybe I do not have enough chem plants. Okay, sure. And we're doing this as well. Yeah, this is just going to go here, and is that true? That's almost certainly not true, because we kind of have to figure out how to get... That's going to be a nightmare as well, isn't it? Yeah, all of this is just... but are you working? You don't have... Oh, because I missed out that one. That's kind of an important step in the process. You guys getting all of the inputs is actually pretty important. Acid... then I need water, which can be here. Yeah, so that's acid going. Then we've got to figure out how to get gas in, which does look like it's going to be a bit of a disaster today. Where can we actually get the gas in? Because I have just broken the oil feed as well. Okay, so that's the gas done, and then the... neither of those squares I can use. I guess we just do something disastrous like this. There we go, fixed. And now we're making acid. Yeah, we're making acid. We can go this way. Yeah, all of these things. Are you guys done? Yeah, you guys are done. You go and make those. And then we grab this many of these things, and we've still got some of these left, which is nice. And we can run this through here. Yeah, that is the plan where that goes. And all the stuff can just be on the belt. Oh, I probably need to set some of these ones to... I haven't even checked how many of those I've made. Sure. Time to do the next stuff. I do not have enough long-handed inserters for this, and I gave away the iron to make the long-handed inserters. So that's cool, because we need something like that, but several times. This feeding needs to feed there. We need to do that. We need to go straight into beaconing everything. I have all these speed modules. Then we can also just go straight into a bunch of RCUs, because we've done the power grid now, haven't we? We have enough boxes, which is nice. This one here and this one here, that can go away, and then this belt can... I mean, we also haven't done the prod mods filter yet. Let's do the prod mods filter first. Prod mods on the right, and then let's also set this guy up. Yeah. This guy being able to make all the prod mod 2s with all the things that he doesn't have, sure. Anyway, that stuff's going right there. We want more of these guys there, and then this whole thing we can just copy and dump here, because we're frankly like that. And you can just go there. And yeah, we've automated... Shouldn't I have one more of those? They do not make all of those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we need the rest of these long-handed inserters, and then we need a lot of inserters to do the LDS build. This is actually a bit of a concern. Yeah, you can actually go back to inserters, because we're going to struggle with this. It's going to be a bit unfortunate. I actually have all the cogs I need, though. I do need a couple more of these. I'd have... Yeah, this actually, I did need the cogs for that. Cool, let's take 1.5 stacks of cogs. White plate. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, that's going to be enough of those. Don't make more than 2 stacks of that, though. Anyway, oh yeah. I guess we do actually have to run... This is going to be pretty disappointing, but we have to run all the way back up here to not have these made yet. That's cool. Okay, in that case, We're gonna do this with blueprints, because you know that's how that works. We can do this. Yeah, we can fit in a bunch of stuff here. This is all gonna be LDS. If you're actually, yeah, so you guys, I didn't even make the right number of these things. I want that many of these things. Everything is weird. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. You guys can have some of these. Oh yeah, I also didn't take, these beacons should be over here as well. So that's a cool thing to have. Do you guys need some of these? Because you might, even though these guys have been like sad for a while. Yeah, sure. We're gonna have 3 things are built in here. This is not the way the LDS is usually built. I have different ways of doing this, but whatever. We're also going to find out whether or not we have enough copper at this point, aren't we? This goes through here. This guy can change to LDS. I have this stuff to hand feed it. I also need some... yeah, I also need some copper to be able to hand feed this. That's kind of how the plan is supposed to work as well. That one doesn't need to exist. That's not a lot of copper to receive, is it? And feeding strats. Okay, so we're gonna do kind of a bit of a shimmy thing. And then you guys, yeah, you guys all still want all this stuff. Okay, that's some bit of hand feeding to have to work with. Can we get more of this stuff in? I mean, the answer is always going to be yes. The question is, how much of this stuff can we get in? Not that one. Okay, because this stuff over here actually wants to be red belt. You guys want a bunch of this stuff. I haven't given anyone any steel yet, have I? That's all not actually going yet, not going completely fine. You are... oh, have I made... I have not made enough prod mods, and everything is more or less running. There's not a whole lot of plastic. So I don't need to cut the... yeah, I don't need to worry about cutting the... prod mods yet. We'll see if we can fit some more of these in here and here. And then this guy can just kind of go... actually, let's not use that belt because we don't have the undergrounds. Yeah, we can do kind of that. And then we need... oh, that's why all these guys are sad, isn't it? It's because I don't... yeah, none of these guys don't have their inserters. So that's a fun thing to have noticed. But that's okay, because these guys have got inserters for us. And then we can also just go and make some of those. We do want... backup steel kind of here, so that's what we're going to do there. I've got some of this stuff. You guys can have plastic. Yeah, we're going to go and build all those things, which is nice. All of that's going to run. It's going to kind of going to end up on the belt, but whatever. Then let's unpack some RCUs, even though they're not all running yet, because we don't have... why don't I have all the blue circuits? I think I should. You guys all doing stuff? You guys all doing stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Let's unpack it this way. And then all of this can also just dump on the same red belt. Which we're going to run to the silo. From here we can probably also just red belt. Red belt to the silo, pretty important. Where is the silo? Oh yeah, that's right. Because this silo is terrible, isn't it? 8 happens to be exactly the number of these we want. And this petrochem situation is also a bit of a disaster. I wonder if I've got power grid issues because, you know, I'm close to having power grid issues. How are we doing on 140? Not even there yet. This is actually the one place wants to be here. And we're gonna make this LDS. And we're gonna have some of this here and some of this here. And then if we power things here, then we can have these guys. Yeah, these are the guys we want. Putting things in the silo, but not powering the silo. So that's pretty cool as well. I think I should probably given that all these things look like they're a bit of a mess, I should probably go speed mod. The pump jacks, because they're probably pretty bad. Yeah, there's only a couple of red chips left back in there, which is a bit of an issue. Mostly, yeah, I've got... Sure, we'll pretend that's helpful. I'm probably really close to needing to cut... I didn't bring... 23, yeah, the 33, yeah, sure, we'll do that. That's going to be some large amount of petrochem, which we'll try and pretend is fine. Have we made 147? 147 is actually super close to the total number of prop mods I want, which is kind of bad. Is it kind of bad? I mean, I've done all the builds now, so we can take these things out and put the legs in where the legs are. This... Yeah, so I think we're all on... Oh yeah, other stuff that wants red belt. This section here... This section here... That bit. Yeah, so we're probably at 149. Okay. You are still getting stuff done, which is nice. I've got some red chips. You guys can have some red chips. You can have these red chips. I've got green chips. You can have green chips. I've got LDS, which can just straight up go in this box. Let's do a trash box. Trash boxes are fun. I won't need any of those things. Won't need the stone, I won't need the pump jacks or boilers, or, yeah, definitely not much of the wood. Yeah, that's fine. And I've got... I lost 2 bots somewhere. These... Yeah, this is suboptimal. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go here and here. Not like that. And then we just balance that again. That's going to be the plan there. These guys are... Do I have... Oh, I had all of the prod mods. That's not a thing I necessarily should have been surprised about. It's a bit of an issue, but it's not a surprise. Now that we've got all those boxes empty, we can go back to just having belt bed. It's easy to run down. So we're going to do that. Yeah, I wonder how I'm doing for numbers. Let's put all of this stuff by the silo, because I've actually... not made all that many positions where beacons fit, which is a shame. Yeah, cool. And then we power them around the outside, so we still don't power the silo before we want to. How are you doing? You are still going, and I've got copper. Oh yeah, I should have brought more steel. That's the other thing I should have been doing. Do I have... Oh no, because I gave away all my fuel. This is day 9. I think I'm still okay with this being day 9. I have enough belt and I have enough undergrounds for this to work. So we want these things. And then we want this stuff to join us this way and then connect to this belt down here. And then we drive through the middle of this thing, because that's what that's for, and we can put some of the steel in here, and then some of the steel we can also just gift to people, because we're nice like that. Do we have... Yeah. Sure. Let's... I mean, we're kind of at the space of supposing that all of this is going to work, because there aren't really all that many other options. Have we made... We have. This is actually, yeah, this is kind of late for getting all these guys on board, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do this bypass to help us deal with belt delay. We're going to have red chips going on the left, and everything else is just going to cut through there. This belt here can actually also be red, as can this one to like here. Have we made enough stuff, is the question. Made enough of those. LDS is kind of bad. Rocket fuel is also kind of bad. Is rocket fuel at least still going and doing stuff? Yes. Power grid is also kind of fine, so that's okay. You need a couple more blue chips. I'm aware that I took a lot of speed modules there. You guys can have these speed modules back. You guys are waiting on, yeah, blue chips. Cool. How are we going? How are we going over here? This is your second to last one. You've done 2, and it's day 9. And the start of... If you guys are waiting on blue chips... There you go. Got some blue chips. And then also I needed more blue chips over here, didn't I? You actually only needed... Yeah, you are done now. That is everything you need done there. Which means you guys can have these, because you seem to need them. You guys can have those, because you seem to need them. I've still got these things, which I don't really need. You are nearly done. Do I have... I do have speed modules. Everyone has speed modules. Okay, let's get rid of these things, because we've got to go to the silo. I kind of hope I've got... enough LDS, because a lot of these guys kind of aren't doing that much anymore. And it's getting dark, which means I think it means we're close to 52 minutes. And we are good for rocket fuel. Closing in on both of these things, yeah, we've got to get more copper into the LDS. Yeah, copper for LDS is the thing we are struggling for at the moment. And then also kind of red chips. Yeah. How are we doing with 670? Yeah, this is kind of close. We're going to take this thing here and just poke it in there. That's how that's going to work. We're going to have all of that copper going in that way. We're also going to take that upward priority off. Yeah, sure. How are we doing on 690? 690? Those things are pretty good. Those are numbers I like. These guys just need more red chips. So we're going to kind of help them. Yeah, so we're also low on plastic at the moment. Why do I have so many red chips? Okay, anyway. Are we close to things? 714. 714 and 714. That's pretty good. We're actually going to be low on LDS. Super interesting. Who's waiting on... This is unnecessary, isn't it? I'm done now. I am, in fact, super done now. So that's cool. Oh yeah, don't forget these things. Grab all those things. They're pretty important. I think the belt delay on the LDS is going to give me some issues as well. But all of this stuff could go away. In fact, let's just get all of... I mean, I'm not super concerned about the base falling over. That just get some beacons in there. We're getting stuff going. I've got... You can go away as well. That means you guys can go away as well. We can get some more beacons in here. You guys don't need to exist. And yeah, we're going to go to space. It's day 9. Hopefully it's still day 9 when we're going to space, because that means we are sub 54 minutes. But this seems like it's pretty fast. And we've got 4 RCUs there. Some of these RCUs are turning up. Yeah, this is pretty good. We're going to space. That's 54 minutes. So we still need to tidy this up a bit. But 54 minutes, pretty fast. Happy with that. Personal best. Pretty sure that's second. Yeah, good times. Went to space. Yeah, this kind of oil thing around here was still a bit of a mess. The oil was also pretty dicey. I mean, external oil, is that still alive? It is still alive, and it got beaconed. And then, yeah, then missing out on mining productivity 2. Wanted mining productivity 2, didn't get it. Actually, mining productivity 2 would have helped with the oil situation and also the copper situation, and we were kind of just waiting on both of those things, because we needed the copper for the LDS, and we needed everything else going into the modules, going into the blue chips. Yeah, it's kind of getting smoother. This is still, yeah, sure, cool. We'll pretend that's fine. Yeah, went to space. We'll say we're happy. Yeah.